Alright, more news coming in. Sahara Chief Subrata Roy's lawyers have submitted a fresh proposal seeking an early release of Roy. Sahara lawyers say that they will make a substantial payment within this month. This payment, remember, relates to investors. SEBI had asked Sahara to repay close to 25,000 crore rupees to investors who had been asked to invest in what the SEBI calls fraudulent schemes. Sahara has till now returned some 5,000 crore rupees and still has to pay close to 90,000 crore rupees. The lawyers claim that due to judicial custody, they don't have proper access to the directors of the Sahara Group and have sought the release or transfer of Subrata Roy to police custody to make him more accessible to his lawyers. The Supreme Court has now asked SEBI to come back with its response to Sahara's proposal within an hour. Let's get in a word from our correspondent Jaskirat Singh Baba, who's joining us on the phone line. Jaskirat, an interesting twist in the case.
Well, that's correct. In fact, we knew that the Sahara lawyers were burning the midnight oil to try and work a compromise and a proposal that will be more acceptable to both SEBI as well as the Supreme Court bench hearing this matter. After 2 days, they finally come to a new proposal, a fresh proposal, which involves installment payments, but also a substantial amount of the money actually being paid within this month itself. Not going into much of the details about that proposal, the Supreme Court, without reading the proposal, asked SEBI to respond within 1 hour, clearly understanding the urgency of the Sahara lawyers and also being compliant with it and suggesting that they are not going to play hardball. And if Sahara indeed has a very good offer to make, then they are more than likely to actually set up a special bench today itself to consider the proposal, argue over it, and maybe if it's acceptable at the end of the day to both SEBI as well as the Supreme Court, perhaps you could even see Subrata Roy walk out a little earlier from Sahara jail.
All right, Jaskirat, thanks so much for that update. We'll continue tracking developments. SEBI has been asked to respond within an hour's time to that proposal put forth by the lawyers of Sahara Chief Subrata Roy.